Good morning, everybody. We are at Alamo Lake fishing a teams tournament. Partners Bryce Gibbs, as you guys saw in the intro. We're gonna just run around and try to, repeat what we talked about in the last video. Run up and down the shoreline, just cover a bunch of water today. Primarily focus on some topwater stuff this morning. Buzzbait or a frog. Got a spinnerbait tied on in case those aren't working, and then I've got a Cinco that I can flip with, a beaver style bait, and a jig in case all else fails. But realistically, I just want to go out and throw some topwater and catch some fish. So lines in is in 9 minutes, so I will catch up with you guys later on. Jesus. $12.25. Like I literally watched you just barely take that. $14.50. Jumping. $13.50. Alright, so we probably have like 73, 74 inches as a team. After getting off the phone with Bryce, I got a few bites early on that buzzbait. They just weren't connecting with it. I had the trailer hook on, still weren't getting it all the way, so I swapped over to the frog, and they got a couple fish. They were eating it a little bit better, but they're still short striking it. I mean, I've watched several, like, right at the boat, just grab the legs of this thing and just pull it down and never eat the whole thing. So, I don't know. We're going to keep throwing this around for a little while and hit this stretch a little bit, and then we're going to make our way back down. So, might jump across the lake. I don't know yet. 13 1/4. Everything's small, but we got that 14, the 13 1/2, and the 13 1/4. But I just caught one on a jig, so she held it. Just FYI, like literally was running with it forever. Yeah, I'm shooting across the lake. So. All right. Well, we're gonna make a run across the lake. We're gonna get into the back of some of these coves. Just got off the phone with Bryce again, and he's been on some bites in the very back of the coves. You've seen him in like 8 inches of water. So I'm gonna go try to replicate that and see if I can find some fish. We caught one on a jig just a minute ago, and it, you know, kind of a sign for maybe this afternoon stuff, but I don't know. We're just gonna get to the back of some of these, go throw this frog around, and hope for the best, I guess. But we probably need 2 bigger coals, 2 18 inchers, and feel real good. 2 18 inchers would coal us 10 inches, so put us at 82 3/4 ish. Still got a lot of day left. It's only 9:16 a.m. We gotta hunker down and try to find some bigger fish. $16 1/2. Belly shirts.
Stay on, baby. There we go. Good.
17.75, baby.
All right, so we ended up finishing in 5th. Towards the middle of the day there, I made a run across the lake, which was kind of a variation of what I had said during my pre-fishing strategies video. I had the conversation with Bryce. He was catching me in the back of coves, and there was a bunch of people bank fishing down the shoreline that I was fishing. That's the predominant side for people to camp on, so it is what it is. I made the run across the lake, ended up finding that 16, and, you know, throughout the rest of the day, I found that I wasn't getting bit running shorelines. Weather had changed going into that event. It was a much hotter than what we had anticipated during that pre-fishing strategies video. So we had to make some adjustments. Like I said, this is zero pre-fishing, going into an event blind, and just trying to make things work. And obviously this time it didn't work out. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. The other thing I want to talk about is how in those last couple of clips I was just kind of running out deep, and I spin around and I was just seeing, lines and lines throughout that 20 to 30 foot range. So I figured I'd throw back to him, hoping that we could, really find an 18 or a 19 in that school, and it just never happened. I ended up doing that the rest of the day on several other points. That pretty much sums up the event. I do want to talk about some videos I have coming up. I'm going to go ahead and do a full reorganization of all my tackle going into the 2025 season and getting prepared for that. I have a kayak rigging video. I have some new additions to the kayak going on this winter, upgrading some units. Bryce is going to go ahead and walk through everything and rewire my whole rig. And then I also want to do, once the Bassmaster kayak schedule is released, I want to do a video talking about how I see the lakes, and just kind of do a breakdown of my thoughts going into next season. But as always, thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys enjoy the video and the content, please hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to talking to you guys again.